Hello, hello, hello. Trying to change some stuff up here. I messed up something. Got the title wrong. I got the title wrong. So let's edit the title. There we go. All right. Let's see here. What do we have going on here? Going to switch over to Bulenox. We're going to be having a Bulenox evaluation here. And there it is. Boom. Definitely don't want to be on the L funded account. So we should have a couple of evals here. Let's see here. Let's get over to the Bulenox eval here. Should be that one there. Let's disconnect and reconnect. I don't like how it, I guess I bought the, it must have gave me the accounts after I connected. Vince, we're going to do a little messing around. I don't know what you want to call it. Yeah, we're having a good time. We're going to have a little good time here. We're going to have a little bit of a good time. That's what we're going to do. But yeah, a little Asia section. I don't know what you want to call it. I mean, you know, whatever. Let's get some music on. What up, Francis? Good evening. How's everybody's weekend been? Still got to get the From Fat to Fit video uploaded. All right. I do want to check one thing. I don't know that I did anything. I think we got the 5 minutes until some sort of open. Usually get a little movement. Adam Mancini. Let's check it. Did I post the newsletter? I don't even know. All right, let's get to the Discord and see if I posted. Tokyo Open. That's what it is. Japan. Yep. Where's the VWAP at on y'all's charts? Mine's at 557. I never know if it's right during this time of day. So do you guys have a VWAP on your chart at 557? Let's see. Trade plan Thursday. Nope. Did I not even post Fridays? Oh. I guess I didn't. I didn't even. No, wait. Yeah, trade plan. No, trade plan. Yeah, I didn't even post Fridays. I'm so bad sometimes with these newsletters. All right. I need to move this over here somewhere. We'll get to the newsletter and see what Mancini is saying for his levels. Kind of go from there. See if we can get a test of a key level. Look for a spot to take a trade. Let's get this letter posted in the Discord first. Then we will read it ourselves. All right, got it posted. Malik says long now, right into the VWAP. I mean, I'm assuming where the VWAP is. We're kind of, you might not be wrong, Malik. I mean, if you kind of look at that, we are kind of like breaking out, right? There is a small SMT on the 1 minute with the ES here as well. As long as bulls can hold 6,005, and if they are really in control, we won't get close. We can run to 6066, 6074. All right. Let's look at the bull case. What up, Matt? The bull case. It is very difficult to talk about a bull case after we just rallied 241 points. ES could obviously retrace 100 150 points now, and it would just be a routine technical retracement of this move. When I talk bull case here, I am therefore just talking on an intraday short-term basis. For Monday/Tuesday, since the most recent breakout essentially occurred above 6,005, this will be the lowest the bulls want to see for direct continuation higher. This would set up the next leg higher and would target 6066 and above. ES won't even make it the ultra shallow dip to 6,005, so rather it will begin a bull structure like it did yesterday and flag. Yeah, so I mean he looks like he's kind of leaning long too, seemingly. Oh, where's y'all's VWAP at? Like I said, I got mine at 557. I just don't know if that's correct. If we longed here, 20-point stop to this swing, you can maybe target kind of that area. All right, we'll go for it. A little more than a 20-point stop. We'll target kind of like up here. Eval only, of course. And I'll probably go break even at like 7.5 if we get it. I probably should have waited for that open. Yeah. Probably should have waited. But that's all right. Shock of the hour there. I mean, we do have, like I said, we have an SMT here with the ES. ES ran this low. Nasdaq did not. Kind of wedged there for a little bit. An overshoot to the downside. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, probably, Malik. Be typical Nasdaq, right? It might be a typical Nasdaq move. I mean, I may move it to the low here. I mean, what's 10 more points, right? What's 10 more points? Let's take a look at the higher time frame. Did we leave any liquidity to the downside? We kind of did, didn't we? Well, we ran that wick, 560. Yeah, I mean, technically, though, this is a protected low here. Wait, yes, we didn't make a new high yet. So this is a protected low. That's too far to be putting my stop, though. Let's check the hourly. Um, 481. Yeah, I don't know. I don't love the way it looks. All right, I guess it's not. Kind of do got to get above that 570 area. It's really like right where we're targeting, isn't it? Yeah, 590. All right. Question is, do we go stop to break even here? Or do we take profit there? I mean, that is 17 points. What up, right? How you been doing, man? I've been doing pretty good, man. We're coming up on our first payout of the year. Going to be $10,000. 2 trades away, so sometime this week should be able to get that. It's going to leave the liquidity for New York. Very well could, Malik. New York's going to be short in session, though, so we do have to remember that. Guys, if you didn't know, today is the last day for the Bulenox 91% off. It ends at midnight. Ends at midnight. Yeah, I mean, I would think previous day, or at least that wick up there. I don't know if that's previous day high or not. I mean, very well could run up into this wick here. The open. I guess that's the current, whatever. Oh, we do have this LR up here too. This was never ran. I did forget about that. Oh, and we have equal highs at 657. I was looking for these areas to be taken out at the end of the day on Friday, and we'd never got them. So you have all this LR. You have equal highs at 657. It seems a little crazy, but like overnight, we could move into the 650s. I don't think it's unreasonable to think that, right? Because it does like to take out a lot of the levels like overnight. I've noticed that lately. If you got a key level, it usually, you're like, oh, I'd like to see that for the New York. Then it usually will take it out overnight. So I don't know if I go stop to break even at 575 or if we just try to let it roll to 589. We'll see how it reacts, I guess. I was considering just even taking profit at 575. I don't think that's a bad idea, but we'll see how price kind of reacts to that. Nice push here. Really nice push. I think that 590 test is probably in play. But that being said, we could take profit at 575, lock something in, and kind of be risk-free for the rest of the session. We could. See how price acts here, how it reacts. So I think what I'll do is I will at least lock in $200. Well, that's a pretty nice push, though. What up, Jay the Broker? How's it going, Trader Oracle? 90% stats. It will reach yesterday's point of control, which is above overnight highs. Yeah, I tend to believe that, Malik. I actually think it'll go higher than that. My only concern is the pullback right here. And I think I would rather lock in 10 since I'm on a mini. And then I can maybe switch over to micros if we get a pullback. I don't think that's unreasonable. Let's lock in something first trade of the day. Switch over to micros. And this way we protect our profits. And we can be a little bit more aggressive with the micros here. I think that makes a lot of sense. Now, I don't remember where those equal highs were marked out at. I need to actually, let's do this. Let's go back to the NQ. And let's copy all this goodness. And then we can just paste it over. See, I'm trying to be smart today, not just slinging it around like I normally do, even though it is a just an eval, right? It's just an eval, we could say, but still. And again, these won't be exact because of the two different indices, but, you know. Locked in 100, leaving one micro running. Let's go, Steam. Play with house money. Yeah, JT, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, just take the $200, which apparently we got some pretty, it's not really slippage, but that spread there. So I'm looking for, I'm going to go ahead and jump in one micro just to be participating. And we'll add into any pullbacks. That's what I'm thinking. And this way we can take this all the way up, even to the 650s. Again, I mean, I think that is ultimately the draw, but I don't know if we get that like in the next hour or so while we're here. but that's what I'm leaning towards. Now I am gonna keep the I got the Nasdaq up over here on my other screen, so I can keep that up. Locked in 566. Let's go. Right, nice job. It's a way of thinking. Yeah, Trev, I agree. Finally, long playing nicely. Well, here's the thing, Coach Fred. If you look at the ES here, you had a nice SMT right here. So you could have just got long off this SMT, and you had a nice little trend line break too, which I don't normally trade these, that often, but that's a pretty clean trend line break. Stop at the low if you want to. You could even put the stop at the low here and just, I mean, that's the play for now. And really the 75 would be your first target, which we just hit. And then once we get to the gap here, we'll kind of see what happens. But ultimately, I do think the 657 level is in play. We just got all this LR over here too. I mean, I think ultimately all that gets ran. And I'm not going to be shocked to see us go up here by maybe the New York session. I might even leave this micro running overnight after I get done streaming. So, the SMT was 635, 645. Yep. There was one here too, yeah. Actually, yeah, you're right. Well, right there at 7 o'clock, it failed to make the new low, like right in here. I guess it made the low here. Yeah, I guess there was an SMT there too, right? You're right. Also a little double, triple bottom action here too. I might, any pullback here, pull back into the VWAP, will add an extra micro. See how she goes. Do I find Asia and London still to be good, even with the lower volume? I think in the Asia and the London steam, you can use more. Asia, I use more of less of, say, inverses. I don't really use inverses in Asia. More of like just draw and liquidity, common sense type stuff. And then in London, you can use, I like to use a mechanical setup in London. Kind of mechanical. Sweep of the Asia high or the Asia low. First inverse, after that, target the other side. Price for a 50K Billy account right now is $15, cute pets and animals, until midnight. So, exactly, Trev. And that's just what we were just talking about there. Yeah, Bowser. That's what I was looking at. I mean, like, it did, technically you're right. Right here, there actually was an SMT, but I was more so looking at this pullback, how ES didn't make the, or, yeah, ES didn't even get back. I guess that technically would be the one that made it. But, yeah, right there. Right here, I guess it is. You're right. You're right. These two. Very, very small, though. It is on the 1 minute. So, sometimes, Malik, sometimes we'll get really nice movement in the Asia and the overnight. And sometimes it's garbage. I mean, so far today, it's been, I mean, a 90 point range is pretty good for the first 3 hours. What? 2 hours of open? 90 point range. Have I taken a payout from Bulenox? Yeah, I've taken a lot of payouts. Cute bets, probably 10, 12, I don't know. Something like that. Quite a few. I would like to have 2 micros here. How big is my stop got to be with 2 mics? Let's see. 43 points, so that's like 80, that'd be like 160. So we'd still be at break even if I added a second micro here and I put my stop down here. I think I'm going to do that, and we'll just have our stop at the lows. Yeah, so we'll be pretty much still we'll be break even if this loses. I really kind of wanted to get in on a pullback, but this is okay. I don't mind the risk here. And I'll probably take 1 micro off at the whole number at 600, and we'll let the other one run. Let me individualize these so that way we can OCO the order. Just in case I leave this overnight, I don't want it to, tagging me into something I don't want to be in. Hard to take those 603 sells, but they work sometimes. Yeah. Just need 2 more winning days on Topstep for a payout. Let's go, Jay the Broker. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good on my Apex. I didn't take, kind of proud of myself, I didn't take any trades on my Apex on Thursday or Friday. I took winning trades on my other fundeds, but they were higher risk, lower probability. So you've been almost trading for 2 years. You only got one payout once. Since then, losing, losing, losing. I understand the move after it has happened. Hafiz, the thing is, if you give up, that's when you're going to fail, right? And one of the things that's made me a much better trader, it's just what I was just getting ready to show, is recognizing when to trade and when not to trade. Thursday and Friday, I took no trades on these funded accounts, right? No trades. And I could have forced it because, like, you can see how close I am to payout here. These are 25Ks. So I got to get them to 1,600 to get to payout. Very close on quite a few of them. So, but I didn't force a trade. I didn't take one. So you can see my last 7 days of trading. 127, 144, 161, and then a $200 loser, 202 winner, 201 winner, 196 winner, 181 winner, 396 winner, 411 winner. And so and then you have these 2 days right here where I didn't follow my rules. And so I recognized very quickly at the beginning of the year, these losses should have just been $200. So it's kind of made me more patient, made me want to follow my rules. I take one trade on those accounts a day. That's it. One trade. If it wins, I'm done. If it loses, I'm done. If it's break even, I'm done. That's it. Yeah, exactly, Trev. It's like you just got to recognize when not to take a trade. When price action sucks, NFL sold out to the Swifties. I have Buffalo in the drawing a blank in Baltimore right now on the TV. You can have 11 funded accounts at one time, Q-Pets. The difference is, the main thing to remember is you can only have 3 accounts at one time that are below the buffer. So you can't add a 4th until you get an account above the buffer. Once you get above the 2,600, you can add a 4th. Once you get another one above, you can add a 5th, so on and so forth. You can pass them and have them waiting. You have as many evals as you want. Doing one and done's best. I mean, less risk you take. Yeah. So, no, I got you, Trev. It ends tonight, Coach Fred. So tonight at midnight. So if you want, don't wait till tomorrow. If you wait till tomorrow, you will not have a 90% off. Now, unless they extend it, which they do sometimes. We don't know. I can see my camera's kind of glitching there. My mouth's not really lined up with the sound. A little bit annoying. Yeah, we could get a pullback. I mean, I'm okay with it. If we get back below the VWAP, then I'll probably get stopped. I might have should have waited to add in this second micro, but that's okay. We'll see if it goes. They may want to sweep the lows one more time before it goes. Yeah, no worries, Ahmed. But if you guys didn't know, I am going to be doing a joint stream with Tom tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, me and Tom Sabo are going to do a joint stream, and we're going to have a trading battle. We're going to see who can make the most profit by the end of the day. The most profit. So if you want to see Tom go down, tune in. Yeah, Michael, that very well could be. Tuesday will be the day after the holiday. Typically not a great day to trade, but you might find something. Or maybe Tom wins. I don't know. Toxic but entertaining. Yeah. No, Q-Pets, I'm not going to stream the London. I'll have to sleep. I'll have to sleep there. I can't. I've found out as I've gotten a little bit older that I need sleep. So now I don't love this, guys and gals. We just barely displaced above this 575 area, and we're about to inverse the 1 minute here. I don't love that. Switching over to the 2-minute here. Because this will now become a protected high until we sweep the low. Yep, there's the entry. There's the short entry. I want to see this fail. If it doesn't fail, then we're in trouble. Probably going to hit our stop. Jackson, it's a paid, so you got to have paid first. You got to have some sort of paid. You hit the magnifying glass up here on the right. And then right down here at the bottom, VWAP. I use VWAP number 3. This looks like it's going to want to sweep the low. Because once this level here becomes protected, then the only way it's not protected anymore is after it sweeps the low. So it looks like that might be what it wants to do. Which means that we would just get stopped out. At the end of the day, it's okay because, you know, we started off the day with a winner. So I could potentially kill it now if I wanted to. And look for a re-entry, but if it's going to bounce, this would be the area it bounces. But now this is protected, so this is going to be very difficult to get back above that without sweeping the low. We'll see. You expected a pullback, but this was a little bit more. Yeah. We'll see. Just secure 470 on sales. Let's go, right? Nice job. The private low, but not the overnight low. I mean, could be. I mean, technically, this is a winning trade. But like I said, if you took the short there, I don't like that this is now a protected high. I don't like it. Sorry, though. Yeah, sure, you can go short if you want to. Who's protecting it? Nobody. It's just a theoretical thing. Technically, when you sweep a wick inside a fair value gap, that now becomes a protected high until we resweep the low. But I'm not willing to put any more risk on the table here. I think it's just a matter of, you know, technically this trade became it's a break-even trade. Doesn't mean you can't get back above that wick. It just means it's more difficult. I feel like it's going to sweep the low, though. I really do. But we'll see. They're protecting it. You got 3 big boppers protecting it. I do like the short here. I mean, this is exactly like, if this is New York, this is what I look for. Sweep of liquidity, failure to displace above it, a death candle through a death candle through a fair value gap, which we had there. Nice momentum. You expect it to take out the lows now. So in New York, this would be my short setup. You think the 755 minute candle has that big bottom wick? They might have to give it a bigger wick. Yeah. I could move this down, but I don't really want to. I mean, I could just, I'll let it take me out, and then I'll look for longs out of that area. Again, that's all. Because just because I think it's going to sweep the lows, does that mean that it will or that it has to? No, it doesn't mean it. Doesn't mean that at all. But theoretically, this is an A+ setup. Delivery from a fair value gap, sweep of liquidity, failure to displace above. I don't know. We'll see. And we got a 40 bounce. I could cover here and just wait for the next setup, keep my $70 in profit. You know what? The only thing is, it could. I don't know. We are at a 1 minute. We are at that 1 minute trend line too. Kind of like right there. In a short scenario here, Yochi, would be your stop would be at break even right now. Well, I guess maybe not in the Asia session. Maybe you don't go break even yet. But I would have, your entry would be 554. I would have scaled at this internal wick here. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see it better. I would have scaled at this internal wick, and I would have moved stop to break even on my runner. And that's how I trade in the New York. Now in Asia, maybe you don't scale until you get here, which is 19 points. And maybe you go break even there. Here's the thing. If we break this 1 minute trend line, we're going to these lows. So obviously since I'm in a long, would prefer this to close back above this. And then it's probably going to have to fight to get back above that high without making a new low first. This is probably what happens. More likely, but we'll see. We shall see. That's probably more likely along the lines what happens here. It could just chop around. I mean, we don't know. We are in the Asia session. Well, actually, yeah, Asia session here. So we'll see. We're in a longs here from 570. Obviously, could have had a much better entry there, but I don't know. The 1 minute trend line there is holding, but I don't know that it holds up for sure. Asia's unforgiving. It has a mind of its own. 556. Yeah, back up to the VWAP there. Tap into that fair value gap. I mean, you know, in order for my trade to work, this has to fail. That has to fail. We got to close back above that. Like I said, the more likely scenario is this gap holds. So, but we'll wait. No need to panic out here. We got our stop in. We are not losing money even if this trade fails. We're not losing money from our starting point since we locked in that win. See, my intuition was to take profit at 575 on that trade earlier, and that was right. Switched over to micros. So, as if we were in a mini here, it'd be tough. But 2 micros, you can have a wider stop and not panic out. No panicking. ES back to the VWAP as well, 6025. ES is pushing above the VWAP. That's what I want to see. I want to see that ES just continue to push here. Give me a little more confident that we might push above the VWAP as well, but we are struggling right there at that number, so. What do you guys think? You think we go up? Or do you think we lose this 1 minute trend line and we see the lows? That gap is inside a previous new day opening gap from 1222. Nice. Oh, you're trading the yen, Michael? I need you guys to buy then. We need more buying. Everybody buy. Buy, 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 buy. Press the button. If we lose this 1 minute trend line, we may full port short, like 10 micros. We'll see. If you trade Asia, you're watching football. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm doing. 21.559. it's kind of about where I'm at. But there's no need to panic out here. There's no real need to do anything. Hey, right, you just give up on streaming? I haven't seen any content from you lately. All right, I think I'm probably going to close this trade early and full port short. I'm out, and not really full port short. I'm kind of kidding there, but I don't love that rejection there. If we break this trend line, I think I'll short and just short down towards the low to the low. Quick, full port. Yeah, Bowser, exactly. You'll be back streaming this week. Ah, let's go. Yeah, Trav. This is the only thing is like I know this is gonna probably revisit the low. You have to retest at the inverse. $17 points. We'll go 1 micro for now. Am I? Oh, darn it. That's 5. My bad, guys. I did not mean to enter 5 right there. I did change it to 5, but I didn't mean to enter there 5. I meant to just get a starter position there. Oops. I literally just meant to take a starter position there. I was wondering why that amount, when it said my amount was higher. Well, that might cost us. That's okay. No, this is not funded, Coach. This is this is just an eval. We're now inside Friday's first 5 minute. Currently acting as an inversion. Plus this, yeah. I think that I think taking profit. I'm going to take some off here at the 40, and then I think we should be able to push through there. Still holding that 1 minute there, but I think it pushes through there. Yeah, we're having a trade-off, Bowser. A trade-off. Yeah, Coach Fred, I'm on eval. I'm on micros just because I don't want to, like, even though it's a cheap eval, like at the end of the day, do you want to do something, you know, like, I don't want to come in here and just blow it. So, yeah, Trading Journey. I was going to do a back testing, but I didn't want to do it when the market was open. I wanted to do it at like 3-4 today, but I just didn't get to it. So I decided to do a just trade some. Decided to trade some. All right, Michael. Appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow. What up, Philip? You found Master Legacy, a book out of emotional controlling and trading. It condenses top strategy into a practical guide. Sure, Philip. You can't really post a link, but you could post it in the Discord if you wanted to. Be tough to post a link here, but you could post it in Discord. Yeah, I mean, our entry's not great, but it's not horrible either. It's fine. So we'll take 2 off at 6. The other one's off at 11. 2 more at 11, and we'll leave a runner to the low a day. We want to see some expansion lower. Oh. Is that a thing during this market? This time of day? Probably not. Probably not. I don't know. I thought that we probably would reject here. I did think we'd push a little higher. but that's all right. We could DCA a little more short. So, all right, Philip, I see you in the Discord there. Drop whatever you want in the free general chat. Oh, John G, I didn't even see you posted in here. I don't know if you're here. I might DCA in on a retest here of the 55-60 area. I didn't really want to be in 5, but hey, let's go. Yeah, Trev, you see this setup here. This is like the setup that I normally look for my short, but I am just realizing that was a dirty close. This was actually your entry here. How many evals do you keep in the background once you have 3 fundeds? Coach Fred, it's really up to you. I don't have any past right now. So what you see is what I have. I have 3 funded accounts, and I don't have any past. Well, that's a bit of a bullishness right there. We're just going to add into it, and if it closes above, we're out. We'll just keep DCAing into it. Oh. All right, we're in 10, which is basically a mini. That's not good. Not going to panic out, though. What up, John? What up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, if this closes back above, that's going to be a bit annoying, but it is what it is. Oh, DCA teapot is just adding into the position. Psychic Trader NQ548 is Friday 5-minute opening range low. It's defended next, then Trump high 626. Yeah, I was thinking originally I have a 657 marked out as a level of interest, but then we kind of got that short set up, and I was like, well, I closed my trade early. I had my long with a stop at the low, but we'll hold on to it. We'll see what happens. It didn't close above there, so maybe we can get out of it. No, David. I trade one mini with a 12.5 point take profit and a 10 point stop on the 25K funded accounts. Yeah, I have a fib set up, Lavi. I use it. We do have a bullish SMT here with ES. We are holding a 1 minute trend line. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Brandonomics and Yellonomics. I don't know what that is, Mr. Ponzi. I don't know what that is. Oh, man. Look at this thing go. That's what we wanted earlier. We were long. We wanted to see this fail. So we're getting what we wanted, but now we're short. But I'll show you a trick. All right, we're probably about to flip long. If this closes above, we'll flip long here. Why not? Right's on it today. You just added to your short. Well, I mean, it just looks like it's going to go. I'm out of those. We'll go. Fine tree. Close your eyes. Yeah, Steam Steve. I used to know someone who would go for 6 ticks in Asia. 6 tick take profits. You're owning longs from 210? No, 2100. I want this thing to pull back and tag me in. No! I really don't. Tempted to switch back over to minis. All right, there we go. Tagged into 12. Pulled back, tagged me into 12. Oh, I got you, Teapot. 527 is 50 off the current range and above premium. Common turning points, yeah. Yeah, I just saw that, right? I was trying to get logged in. For some reason, it doesn't have me logged in. Now we're tagged in. I don't know. I haven't been on this thing in forever. It's like, why is it not showing me? It's weird. It's just circling. I thought you messaged me on there before. Mini spread is tightened since open. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know, Teapot. It's going to be one of those things where should have held one, should have held the other. You know what I mean? If this fails, it just fails. It is what it is. We'll throw on 7 minis and get her back. That's how we do's it. All the way down to 350, you think? I don't know if we go that far down. I don't know why it's not letting me see that. Is this the wrong one? I don't know. Oh, wait. I think I see why. Okay. I don't know why. It can't log me in. I don't know what's going on. Gyrations for an Asia session. We'll see. Back to the VWAP here. My original analysis was I thought it was going up, so I'm just going to stick with this. We're going to stick with it and see what happens. If we fail, we fail together. We fell together. Is that the way of it? My entry is a brick wall now. What in the world? What's the score on the game? ES still above the VWAP here. Use DC8 like a man. Paid this. It cost me on the previous pullback. Bulenox charging 61 cents aside for micros. I have no idea, John G. I have no idea. I don't pay attention to that stuff. I typically just go like, I think it's around $5 round trip. That's usually the way I think. Not for a micro, but for a mini. Yeah, they do close early tomorrow, Teapot. 1 o'clock Eastern. MLK Day. I don't even know if the actual market is even open. Stock market. Topstep charges 75. Does Topstep X doesn't have any fees though, right? Or no? Mini's 418. Yeah. I usually just think it's around $1 or around $5. I never really know the exact amount. I will tell you someone who I did notice was charging more was Tradeify. I remember when I was trading with Tradeify, I was like, man, it was more. It felt like it was more than $5. I don't know exactly, but that's what it felt like. Apex 398. Yeah. Oh, okay. I got you, Bowser. No commission, but trade fees. It is the same thing. Guys, Bulenox 91% off is ending tonight at midnight. And then I guess the flash sale from Tick Tick Trader on the direct funded account ends, I think, tonight too. $250 off. Got to see this thing get back above this wick here. I think if we get above 570, we can run decently. Decent quickness into the 576 there. I mean, the only thing is we are kind of developing some trendline liquidity here. So the question is this trendline liquidity here going to be a stronger draw with the equal highs than kind of this down here? You could sweep that and then go. I don't know. We'll see. We'll know in 15 minutes, I think. We'll know by 9:10. 25 minutes. Hey, let's go. Dina Eshon. Welcome to the Methodical Crew. Thank you for your subscription. You the man. Looks like a base midterm for me more than trendline weakness. Yeah, it could be. Also, we do have the SMT there with the ES to keep in mind. And ES is a bit stronger here than the NAS. ES is already above this high. It's already ran this high. So we just want to see it continue to push. Yeah, 60 hour. I don't normally, but I figured today we would. Our P&L's right here. So you can see currently down $311. We did open the stream with a $200 winner. And then we had a loser. And then we had another loser. And now we flipped. And bango, boongo, bombo. Here we are. All right, Lavi. But if we can hit this trade right here, we're in 20 mics right now. So if we can hit this trade, we'll be back to green. Yeah, $28 Pine Tree, I think it's a good deal for the end of the day. So, Globex John is just like the 6 p.m. open. Nah, Fred, we just got that macro time, brother. We got the macro here in the next 3 minutes. So in the next 20 minutes, it should kind of give us a direction, at least short term. We're either going to push into the 590 or we sell back down to the lows. We'll find out. And I am going to hold some micros up to that new week opening gap. Or actually above it. We will hold some there. Let's go, Uniman John. Appreciate you. Now, above this, I normally go break even on this trade. But not gonna. That's a good spot to go break even, though, normally. It's up 7 points. I'd probably scale there, too, normally. Should I scale there for 7 points? Just on some of this? We're going to scale for some of it. Six mics. Whatever that is. We'll take a few dollars. What I should probably do is switch the 6 and the 4 here. Yeah, I should probably take most of the position off here and then leave runners for the higher push. That's what we'll do. That's what we shall try to do. Man, can it get through there? I mean, can a guy get a push through there? Can a guy get a push? There we go. Let's see some expansion. Let's see some Asia expansion. It's still at $20. Yeah, I think so.